And now, more Gainesville Game Day.
Let's talk some quarterbacks. The reps have been split from spring to fall between Treon Harris and Will Greer, and McElwain on Monday said that he'll use today's game tape to help decide a long-term starter going forward. Pat, is this really that close of a contest, or is McElwain simply trying to use both quarterbacks in different packages?
You know, Phil, I really believe that they want to just see what Will Greer can do in a game, because he hasn't played in a college game. He played at a very low level in high school, and I think they want to see what he can do. Some guys are really good when the lights are on. Some guys aren't, and the lights are going to be on. The crowd is not going to be packed, but it's going to still be more players than he's ever played in front of. So I think they want to see more than anything what he looks like in a game. Can he execute the offense? Can he keep from being rattled? But again, they know kind of what they have with Treon. They've seen game tape on him. He started 6 games last year. They know what he can give them. So I think they want to see what Will Greer can do, and then maybe even continue that on in the second game, play them both, and then make a decision on who their number one is.
One thing's for sure, we probably still, even after this game, just because New Mexico State's defense, not the greatest in the world, probably won't have a clear, definite answer moving forward. But anyways, Gators weren't the only team in the SEC to have a question at the quarterback position. A lot of other teams in the SEC did. That's what's leading off today's Around the Southeast.
Around the Southeast, sponsored by Chris Doring Mortgage.
One player to keep an eye on in Week 1, A&M quarterback Kyle Allen, who was a part-time starter a season ago as a freshman, throwing for 16 touchdowns and 7 picks. He'll need to keep the Aggies' offense moving against ASU's defense, as new defensive coordinator John Chavis looks to fix a woeful A&M pass defense. One team to keep an eye on in Week 1 is Arkansas, as the Hogs will be without Jonathan Williams for the entire season. Florida native Alex Collins will get the majority of the carries against UTEP. Arkansas has been getting a lot of love as a team to make some noise in the SEC West, but they'll need Collins to be an all-SEC contributor to move that offense for the Hogs to take that next step. And one stat to know for Week 1, Bama's win streak indoors under Nick Saban. The Tide are 5-0 under Nick Saban in season openers indoors and own a remarkable 177 to 81 points scoring advantage. So good luck, Wisconsin. And that's what's happening in the Southeast this week. Pat, do you ever recall an SEC season with so many question marks at the quarterback position?
No, and it's been an ongoing story all summer where it's given the talk show hosts and guys like me plenty to talk about and write about during this offseason, and some of them we still don't know. But I think it goes back to a lot of these coaches going with fifth-year seniors last year because they wanted to try to win that year. And instead of trying to build maybe a little insecure, although I don't think Nick Saban's too insecure.
No.
But you had guys like Blake Sims, you had Hudson Mason at Georgia, you had Dylan Thompson at South Carolina, who really had their one-year shot, and then now they've got to kind of start all over again. So I think that's the biggest reason for it.
Well, now we're going to see what's going on in social media leading up to this first Gator game later on today. It's time for Trending in Titletown.
Trending in Titletown.
Everyone's always excited for the start of a new football season, and all week long, Gators have been getting pumped for the home opener against New Mexico State. Here's what they've been saying on social media. Jordan Sherritt tweeted, "Big thank you to the crew that literally worked around the clock on our new IPF. Place is incredible." Brandon Powell tweeted, "One more day till Granny comes to town yesterday." Keanu Neal with a little motivational action. Neal said, "Saturday will be the start of something memorable. Just wait." Defensive tackle Caleb Brantley showed Twitter he doesn't just talk that talk when he tweeted, "I'd rather show you than talk about it. That's just me." On Instagram, freshman running back Jordan Cronkite posted a pic of himself with the caption, "Go get it." Oh, and let's not forget, McElwain named a starting quarterback, and you know Kelvin Taylor had something to say about that. T3. If you want to get involved, send us a tweet or Instagram post using the hashtag TrendingInTitletown, and we'll use your response on air.
A lot of unknowns about New Mexico State today. One of those will be a new defensive coordinator who's never been a defensive coordinator before. Pat, is there anything with this New Mexico State team that we should be looking out for?
Well, I think anytime, as you said, you have a new defensive coordinator, you're worried about some exotic blitzes. But I think more than anything, they're going to like to throw a lot of short passes. That may negate what Jeff Collins wants to do in terms of blitzing. But Florida's secondary is a strength, so that should negate what they like to do. They had one player on the first 2 teams in the preseason, all Sun Belt teams, so don't look too good for the Aggies coming in here.
Absolutely not. We'll keep an eye on those things later on tonight. But right now, we'll be back with more Gainesville Game Day.